This is going to be an episode of a lot of firsts on this 1969 Corvette convertible project car. As you can see, we got the front clip out. It's not shiny because that's clear coat. That's water trying to wash this thing off. But we're going to jump into some fiberglass repair because the front clip, bit of a mess. But first, let's get an update. Got the crash bar on it. Now it's a matter of, well, properly bolting it on because I just kind of have it held in here. And we've got a few things to get accomplished. There's a spider web right there. I need to get, man, there's spider webs all over. Hang on. Let's do this. This garage is not going to open up in a minute. So I need to get this right here fixed. As you can see, there's definitely some fiberglass repair that's got to be done in a couple spots. And then I'm going to get a blower out or something. Holy smokes, we got this going everywhere. Alright, so what I'm thinking about doing, there's no way fiberglass is going to hold like that. So what I'm thinking about doing is getting some aluminum as a strip where I can then put some self-tappers in and just pull that tight. That way I can go over it with some glass. I can sand it, get all this old body filler off, and then get it ready for some glass. I mean, I know it's not ideal, but I forgot my sander at home. Apologize for the air compressor in the background, but I think if I can get this lined up, self-tap that, that's going to have to be repaired right there. But I think now it's just getting all of this stuff aligned, so that way I can get closer to laying some glass. It's getting hot out. I'm going to roll the clip back in the garage, crank the AC, start working on a couple other things. We're just going to ping pong back and forth. It's Florida. It's summertime. And it's not the easiest time to work on a car outside. But to be able to roll around that front clip, that's nice. Now we're back in air conditioningville. I still have to mount the side brackets, and so I got to get that squared, but I'm not going to put those on while I have this little room to work in, because that would hurt a lot. We do have our door panels over there. We're going to have to make a interior color decision at one point, because there's going to have to be some dyeing and things like that are going to have to be done to it. I'm not going to do any of that until I get everything sprayed. The interior, the exterior is all going to be black, and then we'll worry about doing all the interior parts. But you know, there's some stuff that you need to order in advance, and that's what I want to get ahead of. So looking at a flat or a satin black for the outside. I think red would be cool, but it would be a little polarizing, and we want to make this so it's one of those I gotta have it at the swap meet where someone's going to want to buy it and not, you know, say, well, if the interior wasn't red, it'd be a great car. We're going to go all black, and it's going to be a badass hot rod. We got the door panels hanging, and I'm actually glad I did, because it was damp over where they were sitting, and so the bottom of these actually has some moisture on them. So letting them hang here is probably a much better option. Man, that blue is awesome, though. That blue is just ridiculously cool looking. Jump in the comments. We got 3 options. We got the blue. It's going to be hard to match. That's a full everything needs to be new. Got the beige. I can match that all day long. Or we got the black, which obviously that's not a problem to match. Not much more I can do on the interior at this point. And man, that blue. We got some fiberglass in there. I know, I gotta wait till that dries before I can release that clamp. Got that up there fixed. I also came up behind it and did it there. But I gotta leave it clamped until it dries. So that way it's nice and hardened. It's hardening up quicker than I expected because it's probably 80 in here. It's not that 70, 72 degrees. So I had about 5 minutes of work time. So it's on there and I'm letting it harden. I'm going to leave it be. You can obviously see some light coming through from where I had the screws, but we're going to go over it and smooth it with some filler anyway. So yeah, once this hardens, I'm going to remove the clamp and we'll mix up another batch. And I want to really cut it along this metal piece nicely so it's nice and tight. And we'll be hopefully repaired there. There's obviously a lot of other spots where it's going to need some TLC, and we're going to get around to those. But yeah, getting that first repair done, and this crack up here is from that one being cracked so long. So I really want to make sure that this axis, if you will, is nice and strong. And I feel like we're in a good spot there. So we're going to let this dry, and I'm going to move on to some other stuff. Obviously, I'm going to have to probably cut this out a little bit or sand it or something. We are in a much better position than we were. That's pretty awesome. I got to come back. I'm going to work on this and get these pieces fixed. And here we got some sanding to do and some other miscellaneous small things. But all right, we'll file this under things I've never done before. If you remember, that corner was missing. I know I'm going to have to basically grind that back when it's hard. But I was trying to build the interior wall so that way I could get the exterior wall of it. Ignore all the other random pieces back and I'll clean all that up. But trying to get that piece back as best I can. This over here, this is rock solid now. That ain't going nowhere. Remember that was cracked there all the way up to there. I'm going to come over here and do a little bit more smoothing on it. But yeah, my goal to get this smooth, fixed and then smooth is progressing. You're not going to really see up in here, but I still want to know that that's as secure as possible. And then this, I'm going to have to work on those. That's just going to be a thin piece of fiberglass mat and a little bit of work. And I'll probably go through and do both sides just so they're even. And then back here, I got some glass up in here because that panel was loose, and it turns out it actually had popped out here. It split right here, right? Hang on, I'm trying to, there we go, right here, and popped out. So I had to carefully get it back in there. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. All I do is old Corvettes. We've got quite a few already under our belt. And this one is the big build. This is the most memorable build. This is Wally's baby, and getting this thing done for him is going to be such a cool thing. He's not here physically to see it, but I know he's watching going, all right, maybe don't do it that way. Let's see what happens. Helpful hints. But I'm excited to finish this project for him, take my mother-in-law for a ride in it, and the rest of the family, and let them really enjoy it. And then this car is going to be available. So if you're looking for what's going to end up being a pretty badass 69 convertible Corvette with the ultimate big block in there, this is going to be the car. And you're going to be able to see every nut, every bolt get put in it, so you know what you're getting. I don't have to get those how's the bird cage questions that I get in all the other ones, because that bird cage is solid, bro. This is, except for the spider webs, the bird cage is solid. So, working through the boxes of stuff. See, there's even more down here. Oh, these are pretty important. We should totally put these on. I think we're done. Right? I think that's it. They don't even fit this. All right, never mind. We're not done yet. We're going to keep going. I don't think this is it, though. This ain't it. Where's this thing go? Look at that. For a moment, I thought, all right, we found it. Maybe we did. Maybe I'm just going at it from the wrong. No, it ain't going to fit. That is not going to fit. No idea where that goes. Does that go in the back? I don't know. Comments. Eat me alive. I don't care. I've never done this before. I'll probably never have the opportunity to do this again, so we're going to really have a lot of fun putting the 69 back together and getting it into a really cool hot rod. So hit that subscribe button, follow along, call me an idiot. I don't care. This is a cool moment. It's a cool experience to go through and do. And with that, we're going to wrap it up, at least for this episode. Back next time with a little bit more work on the front clip, getting that ready to get put on the car so we can get the radiator and start working on wiring and all the other stuff that needs to be done to this really cool 69 Corvette. Big block with a 5-speed. You want to follow along? Like I said before, hit the subscribe button. Get alerted when a new episode drops, and we'll do it again soon.